Yep, I'm doing this big thing. That's why I have so much stuff. I'm doing this big, it's my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So it's like a big thing.
You got a little fan base?
A little one. A little one. I get a lot more views, but I don't get like a substantial fan base, like coming back type of thing. But I'll get at least 30 to 40 views in an episode, depending on how popular, and then they'll skyrocket to 1,000 one day. It's like, where did that come from?
Okay.
But yeah, so when I said I play all 3 instruments, I primarily played on the alto saxophone, so all my books are for the alto E flat key.
Okay.
I do have the line paper that you told me to bring.
Yeah.
And I forgot, so I had to go back home and get it.
It's all right.
So I am definitely gonna pull that out for you right now. But I do. You said you were listening to me play last time, and I recall you saying something about all we need to do is get you on some changes, and that's been running through my mind.
Oh, like chord progression.
For weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I wonder if you could tell me this and that and the other, because I was in the A&T's jazz band.
Okay.
For a little while. I don't know if this will help, but it's the E flat.
Yeah. If you want to play alto, you can. You know.
I don't want to. I feel like it'll help. Ooh, pencil. It'll help if I was in the key B flat, but.
Well, play alto then, if you want, man. Be comfortable, you know.
Okay.
Certainly, man. I want to hear where you're at, you know.
Okay.
So. Is there a particular tune in here in the real book that you know at all? That you read or play or?
I normally use it. Yes, I could say around midnight is the one. Is the one I love to play. I love to play around midnight.
Okay, let's see.
And I'll spend this time playing that. And really, what I've been doing was trying to transpose it from the book to B flat key, because I love playing on tenor more than anything.
I see. Yeah.
So I like the lowness that the tenor brings. And so around midnight would be, and if you could, like I was hoping like you could show me something like that around midnight, or something simple. Because if you do something on, like if you do the chord progression changes to confirmation, I might be a little hesitant to go.
We ain't gotta play
into.
I don't even feel like it.
Yeah, but I like listening to Charlie Parker. My dad's like, hey, listen, I bought your Charlie Parker CD, and I'm like the happiest kid in the world.
Yeah.
So I can listen to pretty much anything.
So you do read music, so you can read this melody and you kind of know it.
Yeah.
Right. I try to. You don't happen to have a B flat real book, do you? At home or something? I'm wondering for your sake.
No, I don't. I'm probably gonna buy one pretty soon.
If you want, I mean, sometimes these tunes are wrong.
Oh, wait.
Sometimes they're written wrong in these books, man. It's sometimes best to take it right off the record by ear.
Yeah,
but then you can have trouble with the changes.
Yeah.
Running the changes. But a lot of these charts are wrong. Cool. So just play it for me then. You said you kind of know this one.
A little bit, yeah. One thing that really gets on my nerves is wanting to play it in the tenor key, and I play
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's see if I can scrap it together.
Well, if I show it to you on tenor, you'll have to learn it by ear and remember it. But you are recording, so I could kind of play it,
Okay.
to this change, you know what kind of could work there? What are you playing in there if you improvise?
Okay, so this is the actual phrase. So we got. So this is what I see when I go about it. So I see G, I see C, I see D, I see G, and I see an E flat, and I see another G. So we got one flat. I see one flat, and I see.
And there's a particular scale that kind of can work too, man, in this section of the tune, and a lot on this entire tune, actually, believe it or not. Harmonic minor. So start on. Is it yours?
C.
C. Yeah. So you take it down an octave for me. F, G, G sharp, B, C. You know that scale?
It sounds familiar.
It's harmonic minor. It's like a Middle Eastern kind of sound, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
right?
Yeah, it sounds so familiar. Yeah.
That's the deal. That's kind of the sound you can play with
Uh-huh.
in the first measure here. You know, so it's all built on chords, okay? So a chord that's really kind of being played here is you start on that low C, E flat, G, B, right? Now, but do this. When you get to the B, instead of going to C, go to D, natural. Does that make sense? So C, E flat, G, B, D. B. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the kind of sound that's happening there. Play a line like that. You sound like you got a really good ear too, so just like copy what I'm doing for a second. Not quite. It's that chord I just showed you. The chord I just showed you. Yeah, almost. Yeah. The F, E flat to B, right?
Can you write that down? Oh,
Yeah, certainly.
I want to write this down.
Certainly can.
This is too interesting to me.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
had a pencil. I lost it.
I got a
master
little pencil pen right here. So is that the scale itself? Well, that's not a scale, At this now you're playing like chord tones.
Okay.
So you're really playing a chord.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You ever playing the piano at all?
Yeah.
So you're not running an actual scale, right? Because you're not playing each step.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're moving in that's a minor third, right? C to E flat is a minor third. E flat to G is a what?
E flat to G is E flat to G is a third. Is it?
It is a third, but it's not a minor third.
It's a major third.
It is a major third. What's G to B?
G to B is a major third.
Yeah, B to D.
B to D is a major third, right?
No.
Oh.
All you have to think about. Do you know all your major scales?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
All you have to do is think about your major scale. If you play a B major scale?
Okay. So it's a minor third. Though.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not. Right? Yeah, because it's not in the key.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I'm starting to get it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's interesting.
All right.
So you started at B and you made the logic from starting to B. So you trying to find a distance, or you trying to figure out what a natural D is to a natural B. Oh no, a natural B is to a natural D.
Or just a natural interval.
Oh,
remember intervals? You ever heard about intervals?
Like, is that like the distance between a note?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, because it's really important. Like, a minor third is a completely different sound from a major third. Right?
Yeah.
Major thirds tend to have a prettier, happier sound, right? And you go minor on something, man, it gets a little negative.
Oh yeah, because I like the dark sound, because I know I used to do this a lot. And I think that's an A minor. And I was like, okay, I was just playing with that just to see, because it's the easiest minor scale to pick up. But what I wanted my brain to realize was that, hey, this is a different mode. Is I can't really remember it, because I'll automatically go back to major, you know. And I'm trying to put these scales to memory, so I'm like, figure out what makes them sound different, because you're an ear person. So that's what I was trying to do, you know.
It's very important, man, because it does change, you know. That's kind of like an opening line there that works with that, all right? Play that line again. Like that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Is that it?
Right?
Okay, so that's that was play.
Can you tell that it's an F natural right there?
Yeah, it's kind of like
it might be hard to see. Is that hard to see?
Yeah.
There you go. You get patterns like that under your fingers, you know. So now, when you get done with that, man, like the next measure here, what kind of change is that? You know what kind of chord that is?
I see A. That's not a minor. That's not a major. Is that a major 7?
No, it's not minor or major. You're right about that.
Okay. Is that a diminished?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I remember that sound. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and you know what it takes to build a diminished chord?
No.
Okay, so a major chord. There's 1 major 3, right?
Yeah.
Like say a C major chord for me.
Let's see.
Like C major triad. What's the notes?
C, E, G.
C, E, G. Now, if you make it minor, what are the notes?
Flat the 3rd, right?
Yeah. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now, diminished is it's kind of minor, but it's like even more minor because what happens is the 5th gets flatted as well. So you got a flat 3 and a flat 5. All right.
And the 5th is the dominant, right?
No.
Is that what
we're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not up to the dominant just yet.
Oh.
So play that sound real quick. What happens then?
Oh, so.
Yeah. did?
Yeah.
I'm looking for actually for a pencil, perhaps, because I was going to
What?
ask.
I just have. Oh, I put it in my pocket. What? That's right. There's one right here.
Oh, great.
And I'm pretty sure I brought one with me.
We determined that this is
Just in
diminished.
case something
cool.
stupid goes happen. Yeah.
Now it is a diminished seventh. This is actually known, because it's a circle. It's known as a fully diminished, and I'll write that down. Fully diminished seventh chord. Okay. So you got a flat 3, right? You got a flat 5, and for it to be fully diminished, you got a double flat 7.
And double flat just means taking it down a step. Right?
Yeah, you got to take it down 2 half steps to make something double flatted. You've seen double flatted in music before?
When they were composing and they didn't know what they were doing, and they were like, I don't know why the composition music did this. I don't know what the heck this thing is. I was like, it's just a double flat or
right.
a double sharp. I mean,
like what's B double flat?
B double flat is A.
There you go. Right. Yeah. Right. So what's happening here? If you play, well, let's go back to the C. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's the major. And then that's the diminished, right?
That's diminished. Now make it a fully diminished 7th chord.
Wait. Is that it?
No. Fully diminished 7th.
Oh, 7. So I just... Wait. Do you add the 7?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it is a 7th chord. I mean, we're not actually playing the A. We're doing it in C. So I'll show you the one in A too.
So when you play... Wait. So we're playing C, so it'll be...
You're in the key of C.
Oh, key C.
So think of the 7th degree of the scale.
And that's B, which would be A.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see here, man, real quick. Now, do you know your A major scale?
Yes.
I'm going to show you something real interesting. Play your A major scale for me. Okay, now, play an A diminished 7th chord, which is this chord.
Okay, so that's the 3rd. That's the major. Wait.
Think about it now.
Okay, so
you're getting there.
And then you gotta flat the. Okay, so I flattened the 3rd already.
Flat 3, flat 5,
okay.
double flat 7. Almost. You're playing a different kind of chord.
Okay, so what's the 7th? 7th is G sharp, right? And then the 7th will be G.
It's G exactly, but you got a double flat to make it a fully diminished 7th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
I hear it now.
Now, what's really cool about this? Play the C fully diminished 7 again.
Let me give me a second.
Once you get this, it's gonna make it real easy.
Yeah. Okay. Flat the 3rd, flat the 5th, and the 7th.
Yeah, do that again. There's your diminished, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now play A again. A fully diminished. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Fully diminished. Fully diminished.
Oh.
Now play C again.
Why am I keep stopping? I'm thinking. I don't want to mess it up.
When you get this, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's all it is.
No, I'm keeping myself. I do this to myself all the time.
But it's cool because you're about to find out that the diminished scale, there's only 3 of them. The diminished chord and scale, there's only 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
In any key, there's only 3.
And then we're playing.
Right? Isn't it all the same notes?
Yeah. I noticed that. I was like, I'm going back to the E flat eventually.
Yeah.
But my brain don't want to make it that easy. It's
yes.
me and math skills.
Flat 3, flat 5, double flat 7 is what it takes to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Play E flat. E flat, fully diminished 7.
Let's see. Okay, so let me get scale on my fingers real quick.
Almost. Yep.
Okay, so the C was the only one I didn't play last time because I was looking for another note that I had played.
Yeah.
Previously, so C is one of the notes. So okay.
Yeah. I'm playing F sharp. Playing F sharp, fully diminished 7.
Okay. Let me get it on my fingers.
It's a nice chord, but it's not fully diminished. Almost. That's a nice one too. It is nice. That's actually. I'm gonna teach you that chord in a minute. Yeah. Play C again.
Huh?
Play C again.
Okay.
Play E flat, D sharp, whatever. F sharp. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same shit over and over again at different degrees, right?
That's crazy.
And that's all it is. And once you understand that, you know,
Uh-huh.
and there's 3 different kinds. There's 3 different kinds, okay? Because now, think of F.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Play your F major scale maybe, and then.
Wait.
Yeah, think about it. Well, you're flat in the 3rd, right?
Uh-huh.
You're flat in the 5th. You're playing Maria right now. You know that Maria? West Side Story.
Oh. Yeah.
Never mind.
Carlos Santana.
Play flat the 3rd, right?
Okay.
What is the 3rd note in the F major scale?
Right. You did F major scale?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 3rd note. Oh, flat. The 3rd. That's B flat.
What?
Oh, wait.
The 3rd note.
Oh, the 3rd note. A. My bad.
Right.
Okay. A. So flat the 3rd. That would be G sharp A flat.
Yeah,
G sharp
exactly.
A flat.
Same deal. Flat the 5th. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Flat the 5th.
Oh, okay. So. Oh.
Flat it. How do you flat a C?
Oh, you just gotta be
Right?
So what? So I was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Almost.
What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay.
You got
So I'm
double
thinking,
flat
think,
that 7, right?
yeah, double flat the 7th note was in.
It's a nice chord, but it's not the one. It's not fully diminished. Very close.
What am I doing?
Now how do you double flat the
Okay.
7th? What's the
The
7th note?
Okay. 7th note is E.
Yeah.
Double flatted, you get C. Right? No, D.
There you go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I played that before.
Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now this also gives you another chord that can be played in the first measure. Okay? Because you can mix these up. If you play like F, A flat, B natural, D, right? Go ahead.
You said A flat.
B natural.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's cool. You're doing it that way. Yeah, start on the F. Right? So that's connected to the scale that we learned initially, right? Those notes are in that scale.
Yeah.
So there's a chord, right? So your key. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I'm
we
mixing
start
those up.
Yeah. And just making like a little.
You've got like you can play C minor
Uh-huh.
with the major 7.
Uh-huh.
Do that?
C minor?
Yeah. C minor. G. Okay? And then go to your B. That's fine if you want to start there. You can go. Yeah, you can do it that way if you want.
Oh.
I'm trying to show you how it's all connected.
Oh, so you want me to connect everything?
On the scale. What seems logical? What seems logical to come after that B?
D natural.
Well, if you connect it though,
Okay, so.
like we were doing, right? Go up the C minor. That's nice, but B natural to what?
F natural.
What did we just work on?
C sharp.
There you go.
There we go.
Right?
A flat, yeah.
Then what's next?
F natural.
There you go. What's the next note?
Yeah, I went to E flat.
You can if you're doing a certain line, but in that chord that we're learning, the next note after F is what note?
So I was on. I was on.
F. Almost.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Stay away from that E flat for me.
Oh.
Yeah, don't play that. So we'll play some classical stuff.
Hey,
Okay? I hate this. I hate this going on.
what?
The saxophone.
Somebody playing.
I don't know. Figure out something else here. Go
It's kind
upstairs
of
from
going
now
up
on.
intervals, so it's kind of like.
Well, it's just too much. But yeah, I was trying to do some ear training with the guy before, and it was like he couldn't sing the notes, because of this, and I couldn't either,
I'm glad I didn't get up because I was about to go over there and start warming up.
They need to pad this place or something.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, you see the logic though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now play the C harmonic minor scale again. Remember this first scale that we learned? The only scale we learned, really.
So, I don't know if I remember it so much, but we'll
C,
give it a shot.
D, E, F. Think about the notes you just got through playing. C, D, E flat, F. C, D. F, G. Almost. When you get to the G, you go G sharp, B natural, C. Right?
Yeah. It's a little bit more, it's more tones than the major scale, isn't it?
Now, the scale pattern, the pattern that we just did. C, E flat, G, C. C, E flat, G, C.
What?
C, E flat, G.
Oh. I keep thinking that. Okay. Say something else. Okay.
What I'm basically showing you is how, and it'll get better, but like how to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see the logic.
Uh-huh.
Once you see it all real clear, it'll be like, oh man,
Uh-huh.
and it'll all of a sudden a light will come on.
Okay. Yeah.
And you'll know. Well, you'll start knowing what to do.
When you see it.
When it comes to like improvising over this stuff.
Oh.
Because like play the melody, play like the first two measures of the melody. Okay? Now, use what I was just showing you over the same part. I want you to hear how it sounds the same. It's the same tonal center, okay?
So kind of like improvise over it?
Yeah, using what I was showing you. Right? You gotta, the opening line of the melody is a chord, right?
Uh-huh.
Boo doo doo dee. Boo doo.
So. Is that right?
That's kind of right there. That sound is what you're getting into. God, this guy is driving me nuts. Right? It's getting into those sounds. You know? able to spell out the sounds of the tune. You know, it's based on stuff that I'm showing you. It's, you know, it's by knowing what happens in each measure. You know what I'm saying? The way these changes move. I mean, you're in a different key here, so I'm trying not to play your changes, you know, so that you can hear what I'm saying. But like even for example, like the way this is moving right here, right now, I'm gonna play it in that key for a second, you know. That's the way the changes are moving. You know? So if I play this in your key, you hear how I change keys?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm playing your notes now.
Now hold on. Now
tenor.
this is interesting because on the tenor, I think I play it in a different key.
Well, you do.
No, I play it
No, you do, absolutely.
in the alto, so it's like
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how it sounds on the tenor. I haven't even thought about it because I like playing it
Yeah.
that way. And my mentor had showed me, and I'll just get back into this thing. I love this thing. I love my horn.
That's the one I'm having the same trouble today.
I think so. There we go. Sweet issue.
What's up with the plastic? What's up with the plastic on the mouthpiece?
Oh.
Is it breaking on you?
Oh no. See when you have a metal mouthpiece, it rips away the wording. So I just put some plastic. It doesn't cover the table part of the mouthpiece, but it does. I'm trying to preserve it because I have the same mouthpiece. And I was like, oh, I hate it. It rips off the wording.
Oh, I see. Oh, the wording.
Yeah, the Van Doren. You know,
Yeah,
it kind of gives it some kind of name to it.
I dig.
Let's see. Am I covering something?
That was right.
Okay. Stop.
Yeah.
And then this is where the part where you were like trickling down with a little improv showing me. And well, it's more of a little basic part, but it was like my mentor told me, take what you see out the Facebook, use it as a guide, but don't play exactly what you see.
Certainly.
So
You can.
and so on and so forth. So me and my friend Joey, you probably don't know him, but he used to come here very frequently until he moved to Pennsylvania. And he played that in a solo one day, and I was like, what is that song? And from then, it was about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and from then on, opening the Facebook, and he said, I want to do Iron Man.
Okay.
So I warm up with that song pretty much every time I put the tenor.
Okay.
To get the
That
low.
sounds good. So the F harmonic minor scale, you know, is what you can do on this. That's what I've been doing. You've been doing C on alto. Yeah, right?
go major. That's what I'm fighting the urge to go major.
Major?
Yeah.
Well, see, I do that like at the end of the A section before I get into the bridge, you know. In somewhere in here, man, it sort of works actually, man. You'll hear me do it a lot of times. Everybody doesn't do it, but. That's major. You know? Spells out the tune, right? Like I'm improvising. I'm using the melody kind of though, right?
I wish we had some chord, some bass or something.
Oh yeah.
So you know.
Play for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can do that sometime. I'll have a group thing here again, you know.
Oh, okay.
And get a rhythm section out. I'll let you know about that. I'm trying to get that drummed up. That weekend that I did that here, man, it was Central University was having a jazz festival. Chapel Hill was having a jazz festival. Man. I mean, it was like all the students that would have been here were just not here because there could have been like 30 people here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get it promoted well and get it on at a good time when there's nothing going on, so you can come out and play, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but you see what I mean? How you can fool with that? At least like on the A section. I want to show you like if I'm improvising and you'll hear the tune, right? You know?
So how about I try to play it really straight and you can follow, I guess.
You want to play the melody?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta play those sounds.
Oh. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Play the bridge. Now the bridge. Yeah. Yeah. This is wrong, you know.
Oh.
See, once again, it's wrong. You know.
In the book?
Uh-huh. Have you actually heard Monk do this?
Yeah.
No,
at least once. Yeah.
He does those scales.
Yeah, I heard some weird.
That's what he would do.
It must have been a while back.
You know? What time are we dealing with now? Let me see, man. Yeah. So you see how I'm just like, you know, you can try one time for me. Play like the A section and try improvising a little bit with the melody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Of actually starting to figure out what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's the sounds of the tune are not there. You know what I mean? So somebody should really be able to know what tune you're playing when you're improvising, right? Because you're spelling it out, right? You hear the different sections of the tune, right? Right? There's something about it that you really hear the sections of the tune, right? That's what I want to get you more on. You know what I mean? Does it make sense?
Yes it is.
I hope it does.
I'm just trying to put it together myself.
Trying to help you, I know.
Apply it.
Trying to help you use like the melody as your platform, because I know what your other teacher was talking about. He's definitely right. You know, these are at a certain point. These are suggestions. You know what I mean? At a certain point, okay. But when you get with a piano player and some people that know what they're doing, you know, they're gonna know when you're like, no, that note is wrong right there that you're playing, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's when it's very helpful to know what you're doing, you know, in these sections. Once you get that, then you can like drift away and kind of go into your own world because you know the tune so well.
Yeah.
Right? And then of course you enjoy playing more. You know, it's fun to play those different sections. Right?
Yeah. I actually, when I was at A&T, they were like, "Well, I can teach you," and I was like, "Yeah, but I was learning it, but I wasn't there long enough.
Yeah.
And practices just weren't good enough to for me to understand. Because I was going through something with them.
No, I hear you, bro.
I couldn't work and then trust what they said, and then I'm like,
yeah.
I don't give them credit if they, you know.
Well, you know, we can get into more stuff if you want, like just going back to the basics, like the triad, the major triad, right?
Yeah.
And just moving it to the cycle of fourths.
Yeah.
If I say the cycle of fourths, you know what I'm talking about?
I know the fifth. So basically, I know the cycle of fifths for the major.
Circle of fifths or cycle of fourths. They're both the same, actually.
Oh, okay. So basically. Like that?
Play like a C major triad.
Okay.
F triad. B flat major triad.
What?
E flat major triad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm doing?
You're going by
every note.
flats.
Every note that you're on, like if you're on E flat,
E.
the next one is going to be what?
A flat.
Thank you. Right?
E flat, A flat, B flat.
Oh,
he made me memorize. He made me memorize.
Yeah, there's a certain cycle there. You know? And you see that cycle repeatedly in music. You know, all the time, man. Like right here. No, wait. Let me show you where I see it. Here. There you go. 2, 5, 1. You know, but like G, C, that's a fourth, right? Right? C to F is a fourth.
Fourth.
You know? That's a natural B, right? Do you know what that is
from F to B is a fourth.
It is some kind of fourth.
It's a minor fourth.
No.
Oh, so F to B natural.
Yeah.
F to B natural is it's not minor. It's not major. Diminished? No. Don't.
It's actually a tritone. You know what a tritone is? It's a sharp 4.
Oh, okay.
Which is a wild sound, you know. But they actually do something in jazz too, and in other music, of course, because jazz harmony is taken from other music. Believe it or not, it really is not its own harmony. Classical's actually like way advanced. It's way advanced harmonically. The invention of jazz, what makes it innovative, is its rhythm. Really, you know.
Oh, okay.
But harmonically, man, Beethoven and all those guys, they would just be like, oh, I know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like Mozart and Bach and them, they were improvisers. You know that?
Yeah. You told me before. You said even though those guys that you hear on the radio like Charles Barkley and them, it was like they're not listening to other jazz artists. They listen to the classical guys.
True,
so I was like, oh, okay, that boggled my mind. So I remember that.
He idolized Bach. That's who Bird wanted to be. You know, but those guys were improvisers, man. Mozart was an improviser. You ever see that movie Amadeus? You never seen it? I recommend it. You'll enjoy it. Amadeus. It's about Mozart.
Oh, okay.
It's a great movie, man. Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't missed it.
Order it and watch it, man. It's great. You know, it's like the 1700s. And,
Oh, okay.
You know.
Those types of movies.
But it's about Mozart, man. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite movies, actually. But there's a scene in there where this other guy writes a tune that's kind of basic or whatever, and Mozart hears it, you know, as he's walking into the practice room or whatever. And he sits down at the piano and he immediately starts playing the guy's tune. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy like slaved over this tune for like a month. You know what I mean?
I think
he sits down and plays it immediately, and not only does he play it one time through perfectly, but then he starts improvising on it. He starts going, I think I would do this, and it's like way better than what the guy wrote.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
It's kind of funny actually. But anyway.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So you know, you got
So what should I do? Like when let me switch it because I'm on this thing rolls. But I have to take it there too. So I could do some triads, just basic. When I go back basic, just do that triad itself.
Learn all your major triads. I mean, you seem to have a handle on them, but make sure you know all 12 of them, right? All 12 minor triads, diminished triads, not the 7th, the triad.
Okay,
right?
it's the 3.
Triad's just 3 notes, right?
Yes.
And then you can do 7th chords, you know?
Yeah.
And we'll, we can get more into it, man, if we meet up again. Feel free to like transcribe what you heard me playing.
Oh, okay.
On some of this stuff, just learn it. You know what I mean? Just like, okay. But like, go in, man. You know, what's an A flat 7 minor 7 chord? What notes does that entail?
I'm gonna read. Take it basic. Go online and see if I can make like a little chart for myself. I like to make a little flip book.
Even just for the heck of it, man. Like seriously, like learn how to improvise over this measure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just as a practice for yourself. I'm telling you, if you do that, and then maybe like transfer it to the tenor key, somehow, you're gonna enjoy playing this tune so much more. Because you're gonna be able to pull more out of it. And people will be like, wow, when you play, it'll be like, yeah. Especially like some real players will be like, you know what's going on.
Okay,
Yeah.
Those jazz guys are real players.
Well, they just know what the chords are.
Oh yeah. They came up to me. They were like, when they heard me play this song, I actually played it when my freshman year, and they were like, oh, okay, so you have a nice low sound. We need that in this band. So they let me in there, and they were like, hey, you know what? They wanted me to play a whole bunch of, bop stuff. And, You know, and I'm playing what's that song? Goodness gracious.